Hi, as a resident of Western Sydney, I was happy to hear Barnaby Joyce announce that they are coming after Western Sydney seats. So I saw this clip on ABC as a bit of a story about Western Sydney and about how One Nation will do there, and I thought it would be interesting. So let's have a look at it, and I'll have some more thoughts afterwards.
Farrer by-election in the midst of triumph, One Nation's Barnaby Joyce issued a warning to MPs in outer suburban seats. We're coming for you next. Jason On reports from Western Sydney.
In the Western Sydney Liberal seat of Lindsay, the tide seems to be turning orange.
I love Pauline.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Because Pauline keeps them honest.
I have watched Pauline over the years and I believe everything she stands for. As I said, my family came from overseas, always voted Liberal, no more.
I think Barnaby Joyce has made a big difference with Pauline. I think together they're a force. I think they'll be a force to be reckoned with, actually. I mean, immigration is terrible at the moment. I mean, they're bringing more and more people in. We haven't got enough housing for the people we've got here, but nothing changes. Nothing changes.
Buoyed by its by-election victory in the regional New South Wales seat of Farrer, some in One Nation see Western Sydney as the next frontier.
We're coming to Western Sydney. We're coming to an RSL club near you.
It's a region of 2.5 million people. More than a third were born overseas.
We are 1 in 10 of people in Australia live in Western Sydney, a third of the people of New South Wales, and it has traditionally been a region that makes or breaks elections for political parties.
Cheers for Pauline!
But can a party that's railed against immigration and multiculturalism for years win over culturally diverse Western Sydney?
Let's go. Step up for Mama,
Some in the party, like Gina Ingrul, who polled 2% in the seat of Reid last year, think it can.
We've been let down by the other sides, completely let down. I don't think the country's ever been in a worse situation. There are too many people being brought in from overseas who don't share our values and actually do wish us harm.
Why would migrant Australians vote for a party that has long campaigned against immigration?
Well, actually, she's not against immigration, and One Nation isn't against it. We want the right people being brought in, but I also agree that we have too many coming in.
What do you think of One Nation?
She speaks the truth. It's like when you come to this country, you respect this country. Respect the laws of this country.
Western Sydney voters have turned on the major parties before. In Fowler in 2022, they turfed out Labor, voting in independent MP Di Lee.
There is a sense that we need another alternative other than Labor and Liberals. And, you know, obviously people have seen what's happened in Farrer, and there is that talk of, One Nation coming out here.
And according to Di Lee, there is anti-immigration sentiment among some migrant voters too.
There's perception that the newer arrivals have got more benefits than they have. The older migrants feel that migration has to be matched with infrastructure investment and affordable housing. So if the government of the day does not match that, then of course people will feel angry to say, well, who's to blame?
But she reckons there's little support for One Nation in Fowler, which is the heart of Sydney's Vietnamese community. Pauline Hanson has previously said that she believed Australia was in danger of being swamped by Asians. What effect did that comment have on you?
Irrespective of what Pauline, whoever else says about anything about Asian numbers or migration, that's the perspective. My perspective is that if you walk in Fowler and you see the small businesses run by Asian Australian families or any other cultural groups, they work damn hard to pay the taxes.
Pauline Hanson's push to ban the burqa Her questioning of whether there are any good Muslims,
How can you tell me there are good Muslims?
and her claim that the Western Sydney suburb of Lakemba, where nearly half of the residents are Muslim, is unwelcoming,
Lakemba. Have you been there?
doesn't appeal to all.
I'm born a Muslim, so I guess I'm a good person. I've been here over 30 years.
Would you welcome Pauline Hanson here?
Yeah, look, come over. I'll tell you something, Pauline Hanson. I'm an Australian, 100%, mate.
The people of Western Sydney are not just going to change their votes because of grievance alone. This incredibly aspirational, diverse and dynamic region needs pragmatic solutions to problems like infrastructure, like the housing crisis, like the cost of living pressures that people are feeling.
One Nation may be riding high on a so-called orange wave right now, but will it be a tsunami or will it be a washout?
It's no good feeling to see someone who put, a politician who puts hate before the interests of everyone.
What do you think about One Nation?
Not much. I don't know, or maybe it's just the way she speaks.
So how would you vote in the next election?
100% One Nation.
Western Sydney, if you haven't been here, it's an absolutely massive place. It's so multicultural. There's different suburbs that different cultures have taken over. You can be in Little China here, you can be in Little Iraq here, you can be in Lakemba, which who knows what that is. You can be in Little Vietnam over here. You can be in India here, wherever you want. So it's so multicultural and it's gone too far. There's an interesting thing that there's a lot of old-time migrants who will probably support One Nation too, because they've been here for a long time and they've known it to be a more cohesive and safe and more Australian, which they came to, and now they're obviously annoyed with the new modern day migrants that come along. So there's a lot of Aussies here still too. Well, it's hard to spot them sometimes, to be fair, but there would be a lot of people who would vote One Nation. So it's good that One Nation are going to put some effort into Western Sydney and try and make a splash there, because that's important. I mean, people are ignoring Western Sydney because people, if they live in the eastern suburbs or the northern beaches, they don't have to come to Western Sydney. If you live in another part of Australia and you come to Sydney for a holiday, all the beaches and the sites are in the city or on the eastern and northern beaches. So there's no reason to come to Western Sydney as a tourist. So people are a little bit naive and unaware of the multicultural soup that is the tidal wave of Western Sydney. And it's gone too far. Even the older migrants can see it. It's gone way out of control. And so we need to correct it, stop these cultures taking over. Let me know what you guys think about One Nation's plan to tackle Western Sydney front on. I think it's exciting. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.